again today for another flow for you guys. This one is full body. You can use 1 pound weights if you have them. I'm using my Bala Bands, they strap right onto my arms. But if you don't have weights, totally don't need them. Full body is like my favorite way to work out, just because I feel like I'm really getting everything done on the checklist. So we are going to start standing today. If you want to just bring your arms up, if you have your weights, great. If not, again, don't worry about it and just circle those arms up, reach towards the sky and dive forward down, articulating the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, stretching out those hamstrings. Let it feel really good all the way down your back body. And roll it up, 1 vertebrae at a time. Neck is the last thing to come up. And bring those arms up again. And roll it down. Let the head hang really heavy. And roll it back up. Slow and controlled. Arms up. Reach for the ceiling. Dive it down again. Let the neck hang, let the head hang. Roll it back up. 2 more here. Arms up. Reach for the sky. Lengthen that spine. And roll it down. Head hangs. And we slowly curve our spines. Roll it up. Last one here. Arms up. Reach for the sky. And dive it down. On this one, let your arms and your head hang heavy for a second. Bend those knees right and left. Walk it out. Stretch out those hamstrings. And roll it up slowly, slowly, as slow as you can. The top, let's roll our shoulders a couple of times. Just warming up our body, getting ready to move. And we'll start by taking our feet a little wider than hip distance apart. Hands at prayer or heart center, and just squatting down, bending those knees. Bringing it right back up, squeezing your glute to the top. Sit back into those heels. And really get nice and deep into that squat. You should be feeling the movement in the back of your heels rather than on your toes. Push those glutes back. Work in that booty for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Good job, you guys. Sit back. 5, and 4, 3, 2, last one. Let's go down and hold it, tiny pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now that we've pulsed that out, let's go over into our lunges. So just on your mat, turn both feet towards the left. Take your arms down by your side. If you have those weights, grab them again. And let's just put our right back foot up on our toes and lunge it down. And bring those arms up into a bicep curl as you're lunging down. So we're lunging and we're curling those arms up, building those long, beautiful arm muscles that we want. Long, beautiful leg muscles for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On one, we're going to hold it down again and pulse. Pulse the arms up, pulse the legs down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, rotate the feet to the center, rotate the feet over to the right, lift the back heel off the mat. And we're just gonna do the same thing on the other side. So we're gonna lunge deep into both of those legs while we're curling up through the biceps, lengthening out those arms all the way at the bottom, building that beautiful strength for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, get ready to pulse it out in 2, on 1, hold it down and pulse, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back up to center, circle those arms up. If you have your weights, just put them down over to the side of your mat, and we're gonna come into our first flow. So bring the arms up, dive it forward, inhale, lengthen out that back, exhale, step back into plank, lower down into chaturanga, inhale, breathe it open into up dog, open up that chest, exhale, send it back into down dog, lift those hips up nice and high. We're gonna come back down to our knees, and I'll face you guys so you can see. We're just going to lean back and work those glutes. So you're gonna just lean it back, keep your arms up and extended, and we're gonna do some tricep work as we lean. So bring those arms overhead, and as you dip those hips back, dip those arms back, and bring everything up and back up to a straight position. Dip it back, arms go back, up and straighten. Dip it back, the arms go back, up and straighten. Good job. Dip it back, the arms go back, up and straighten. So you should be feeling this on the fronts of your legs, in your quads, and in your triceps. So let's do 10 more. 10, 9, lengthen out those arms, 8, squeeze that booty, 7, 6, squeeze everything up at the top, 5, 4, nice and controlled, 3, 2, on 1, we're gonna come up and we're just gonna do some lifts with our arms. So stay up on those knees, tighten up the core, tighten up the glutes, and just lift the arms in the air, and then bring it back down, open up that chest into goalposts. Up and open. Up and open. Good job, you guys. Up. And really focus on opening up that chest at the bottom, and then bringing those arms up and lengthening them. Up and open. Feel like you're moving through water. Nice and slow. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, we are going to just pop down and sit back onto our bums. Legs go out in front of you, nice and long. Come to the middle of your mat, put your arms up nice and tall. You're at a 90-degree angle, and just roll that spine all the way down to the mat, all the way down. Take the arms out back behind you, and then we're just gonna do roll-ups from here. So slowly rolling the body up, vertebrae by vertebrae, and then reaching out in front of you. Grab onto those toes if you can. If not, grab on wherever you can. And just feel a nice stretch here. And we're gonna come back down. And we're gonna do 9 more of these. So reach it up overhead, slowly coming up, sitting up, all the way straight, and then folding forward over those legs, getting that nice hamstring stretch. and feeling that stretch through the back as well. Lowering it down, nice and slow and controlled, articulating that spine and bringing it all the way back up. You got 7 more. Here we go. 7. And roll it down for 6. Building those abs, lengthening out through the spine and the lower back of the legs. 5. Exhale as you come up. You've got 3. Really stretch those legs. Good job, you guys. 2. And come all the way down. Last one. We're just gonna hold that stretch for a little bit longer so you guys can feel really good with that. Hold it, breathe, open up the backs of those legs. This is where I am the most tight, so it feels so good to get a nice stretch. And then we're gonna come all the way back down. Now with your head flat on the mat, I want you to lift your legs up into tabletop. And if this is all that works for you, you can stay here. If you are a little more experienced with hundreds, which is that next exercise we're gonna do, you can extend those legs out so that they're at a 45-degree angle. Come up off of the shoulders, bring the arms up, and act like you are slapping water, and I will cue the breath. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slap that water. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Neck long. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Legs tight. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, everything down to the mat. Good job, you guys. Okay, so we're gonna stay on our backs and we just work those upper abs right there. So now we're gonna move down to our lower abs by going into reverse crunches. So stay where you are, put your legs up so they're straight, maybe with a slight bend if you have tight hamstrings like me, and then bring your hands underneath your low back. And then we're just gonna do some reverse crunches to work on those lower abs. So you're just gonna lift that booty up off the mat. So lift, 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 lift. It's a really small movement, but it's so effective. I can already feel my lower abs burning. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. We're gonna take our legs all the way back behind us. So roll back, roll that spine back, lengthen those legs out long so they're touching the floor. The toes are touching the floor behind you. Just feel that nice stretch in the back. This is plow pose. Just gonna hold this for a few seconds. Good job. And slowly, with control, bring those legs back down. We're gonna come into our single leg stretch. So more ab work. I'm gonna burn those abs out for you guys today. We're gonna bring our legs up to tabletop, peel those shoulders, that neck, that head off of the mat, and extend one leg out long with your other hand on the opposite knee and ankle. And then we're just gonna switch. So your hand is on the inside of the knee, your other hand is on the outside of the ankle, and we're just gonna switch and switch and switch and switch, 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 kind of like bicycles. Switch. Keep it going, keep it moving. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, extend those legs out nice and long. Last one. Hug those knees into the chest. Rock back and forth, side to side. Let that back release. Give your abs a little rest before we extend our legs out nice and long again. And we're gonna do something really similar to our roll-ups. It's called a neck pull. So just bring your hands right behind your neck, clasped together. If you need to have a slight bend in your knees, go ahead and do so. If you've got some tight hamstrings, once again. And just pull up, sit up, fold all the way forward, and pull down on that neck when you're in your forward roll to let the neck and back release. And then roll it all the way down. We're just doing 5 of these. This is a little harder because you don't have the arms to give you the momentum to pull you up like you do in your roll down. So you're really just using all of your ab strength. It's even hard for me after having a baby 4 months ago. I don't have the ab strength that I used to have. So just doing what you can, working through it. We've got 2 more of these. Whew. Pull down on that neck. Let it release. Last one, roll it down. And we roll it up one more time. Okay, good job, you guys. So next, we are gonna go into corkscrew. So just bring it all the way down, back down, flat on the mat. The hands go underneath the low back again. Legs are extended up into the ceiling at a 90-degree angle, and we're just gonna take them down in a circle and make a little smiley face, like you're drawing the bottom of a smiley face both directions. So let's take the legs down, around to the left, down, around to the right, down and around. Just drawing that happy face with your toes. Keep the toes nice and pointed. Keep the legs as straight as you can. Working those lower abs again. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. On 1, we're gonna bring those legs up again. Drop them back down to the mat. Extend those legs out nice and long for the last time. Roll it on up. And we're just gonna come into a spinal twist. So take the arms out to a T shape. And when you're ready, twist over to the right, open the arms out nice and wide, and come back into center. Bring the arms up straight, open them out, twist to the left. Back to center, arms shoot up, arms open out, twist to the right. Up, and open, up, and open for 10. Up, and open for 9. You're really working those hip flexors here. And just by sitting up, you're working those abdominals. 7, 6, also working the arms if you have those weights. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Working on the health of that spine. We're going to continue with that. 1, we're going to reach forward and act like, turn your palm up and act like you're sawing off your pinky toe with that hand. So forward, forward, up, and then we're going to go the opposite hand to the opposite toe. Forward, forward, up. Forward, forward, up. Sawing off that toe. Forward, forward, up. Reaching out long, stretching out those hamstrings in that back, getting the leg through that spine. You've got 10. Working those abs. Good job, you guys. 8, 7, 6, staying long, nice and tall. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good job. Okay, so now we are going to come over to the side of our mat. I'm going to start, you guys, on the left side. So put your arm down on your forearm. Legs are extended nice and long out. You're sitting right on the top of one hip. Pull your ribs in, pull your abs in, so you're sitting up nice and tall on that forearm. This other arm can come as a kickstand out in front of you for a little bit of balance help. And we're just gonna do some side leg kicks. So these are super easy. Just lift it and lower. Lift and lower. Not easy to do because it will burn, but easy to get the hang of. 8, 7, 6, burning out that booty. 5, 4, 3, 2. We're gonna go into circles from here. 1, just draw a circle forward with that toe. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Turn it back around, circles the opposite direction for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Booty should be burning right now. 3, 2, and 1. Flex that foot. We're gonna bring it forward so that it is perpendicular to our other leg. And we're gonna exhale, exhale, kick twice, point it, and bring it back down. Bring it forward, exhale, exhale, point it back down, forward, kick, kick, point, forward, kick, kick, point, forward, kick, kick, point, for 8, 7, 6, getting some mobility through that hip joint, really opening up the hips while we are working strength in the booty. 3, 2, last one. Good job. Okay, so now we are just gonna pop up from here, staying on your forearm, but lifting that hip off of the mat into our side plank, and we're gonna add rotators to it. So if you have those weights, grab them and just rotate the arm under, bring it back up, nice and stacked. For 10, working those obliques, building a strong, lean waist, strong core. Twist, twist and crunch under, lengthen and lift. 5, twist, 4, 3, 2, last one, lengthen and lift, lower those hips down. Now you're just gonna bend those legs so the knees are stacked and bent in front of you at a 90-degree angle. And we're just gonna open that top leg up and lower it down for our clams. Back to that booty. Open and lower, squeezing that booty as we open. For 10, 9, 8, feel that burn. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, good job. We are just gonna roll over our booties and flip this onto the other side. Do the same thing, just on the other side. Okay, so we're gonna start with those legs out nice and long underneath us. We are lifted up through that waist, stacked on top of those hips, on our forearms. If you want to use that hand as a kickstand again, go ahead. And we're just gonna flex those feet and lift and lower, lift and lower. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, in 3, we're doing circles. Last one, let's go straight into it. Point that toe and circle it forward. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, outside of the booty should be burning. 2, last one, let's take it back, circle the opposite direction. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that leg nice and back down. Lift those hips up off the mat, but stay on the forearm. Lift the arm, extend it into the air. We're just gonna rotate that left arm underneath and lift it back up and lengthen. Rotate, working those obliques, lift and lengthen. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, lift those hips, 6, 5, long lean arms for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower those hips down, bring those legs to a bent position, 90-degree angle. Hair's crazy. And then we are just gonna go back into those clams. So opening and closing those legs. Working those hips, working those glutes. You've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, you guys. So come back up. We're just gonna roll over back to the top of our mat into a nice down dog. Roll it forward into plank. Down through chaturanga. Inhale into up dog. Exhale back into down dog. Just gonna hold down dog for a second. Stretch out those legs. And to counter all that hip work we just did, I just want you to lift your right leg up into the air and bend your leg and open up that hip. Get a nice stretch through your hip after all of those exercises. Inhale the right leg back up, lower the leg down. Same thing on the left side. Lift the left leg up into the air, bend it and open up that hip, dropping your foot back towards the floor behind you. Breathe into that hip joint. Inhale the left leg back up. Exhale, lower it down. Okay, from here, you guys are gonna come into a plank. We're just gonna pike those hips back up by walking our hands back into down dog. So, from your plank, walk your hands back into down dog. We're gonna walk them back all the way till your forward fold. Come on up, reach up onto the toes, so raise those heels off the ground. Come back down into a forward fold and walk your hands back out into your plank. Again, hold your plank, walk it back to down dog, walk it further back into your forward fold. Hold here, reach it up, come up onto those tippy toes for a nice calf raise, and bring it back down. Forward fold. Walk it out into your down dog, into your plank. Hold plank. Breathe in, breathe out. Walk it back into your down dog. Pike those hips up and continue to walk it back into your forward fold. Come up onto those tippy toes. Reach those hands up to the sky. Come back down, forward fold. Walk it out into that plank. It's the last one of these. Walk it back, plank, pike those hips up. Walk it back all the way to your forward fold. Come up, reach up onto those tippy toes, and walk it back down, forward fold, into your downward dog. Okay, now come into your plank. We're just gonna, from here, go into some leg lifts. So lift your right leg up in plank, point the toe, kick up 3 times, and flex the foot back down. Lift the left leg, kick, 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 flex the foot back down. Inhale, lift the right leg, point, 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 flex the foot back down. Left leg, point, 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 flex the foot back down. Inhale, point, 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 flex the foot back down. Left leg, point, 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 flex the foot back down. 10. Flex. 9. Point, point, point. Flex. Working your core, your glutes, your hips. Quads. 6. 5. Shoulders and arms. Working here 2. 4. Point, point, point. Flex. Point, point, point. Flex. Point, point, point. Flex. Last 1. Point, 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 and flex. Okay, from our toe taps, down in our plank, we're just gonna go over into some crossovers or bicycles, however you wanna call them. So you're in your plank, your back is nice and flat, and you're just going to take your right leg and cross it over to your left elbow, back into plank, left leg, cross it over to the right elbow, back into plank. And just keep alternating, crisscrossing those legs to those elbows. You've got 12. 11. Abs are nice and tight. Glutes are nice and tight. For 7, for 6, you've got 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Great job. Bring it down to 4-point kneeling. And just take it back into a child's pose. Extend those arms out. That was a lot of really good ab movement. We've got a little bit more left to go. So let's come back up onto all fours and just open the chest, open the upper arms, spread the collarbones wide, drop the belly, lift the head into your cow. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the head, tuck the chin into cat. Let's do 5 of these. Inhale, open up, stretch that low back. Exhale into cat. 3 more, open up, stretch that chest, open that heart. Exhale, round that spine, curl that back. Stretch again, open up, cow, curl it under for cat. Last one, open up that chest. And let's curl it in. Exhale, bring it back to a neutral spine. We're gonna stay on all fours here. You're gonna extend your right leg back long. Point that toe. And extend your left leg out, or left arm, excuse me, out in front of you. And you're just gonna crunch both of those in, your right leg and your left elbow in to meet each other, and then extend back out long. Crunch the opposite arm, opposite leg in, extend it out. Crunch and extend, working on that balance. 8, 7, keep those abs nice and lifted, leg nice and lifted, pointed back. For 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, take the arm and the leg back down to the mat and just lift the opposite arm and leg that we haven't worked yet. We're gonna extend them out long. Exhale. Inhale, crunch it in. Exhale, extend it out. For 10. Extend it out long, point that toe. Stretch that leg back, stretch that arm forward, building those long, lean, beautiful lines that we want. Think about every movement that you're doing. Really focusing on all the muscles in your abdomen that you're contracting and releasing. And just by that focus, you're really making them work even harder. For 4, 3, lift, 2, last one, crunch it in, and lift, extend, bring that arm and that leg down. Take your legs back a little bit so you can be in a kneeling plank, or you can come up off of the knees, and you can do these Pilates push-ups, so they're like tricep push-ups, off of your knees like me. For 12, 11, keep those elbows tucked in nice and tight to the body. Triceps are right alongside the rib cage. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, hips are nice and lifted. 3, 2, on 1, we're gonna come back down to our knees, lower all the way down to the mat, onto our bellies. Make sure you have enough space to extend those legs and arms out nice and long. In a few seconds, when you catch your breath, we're just gonna lift up off of our arms and legs so that we're balancing up on our tummies, and we're gonna do some swimmers. So here we go. You lift those arms and legs up off the mat and just kick each opposite arm and leg. Kick, 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 kick. Swim it out. Tighten those glutes up, point those toes, extend those arms. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, keep kicking, keep swimming, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Lower it all down. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale it out through the mouth. Getting your heart rate up there. Good job, you guys. Okay, so now we're just gonna come into a rocker. So, and a rocker before. You can just come up to your knees and take camel. Put your arms on your lower back and just let the head go behind you and stretch out that back. If you have done a rocker before, you're gonna be staying down on your stomach, grabbing those ankles, the inside or the outside, whatever feels better for you. I like grabbing the insides of my feet. And just, we're gonna, in a few breaths, we're gonna inhale and lift up off of the mat, lift the leg, inhale, and rock forward and back 5 times on our bellies for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest it down on the mat. Lay it down. Take a nice deep breath. Let it all go. We've got a little bit more bridging. We are almost there. So, when you're ready, bring it back up into your down dog. We're gonna take a nice flow just to clear that. So push forward into your plank. Lower down into chaturanga. Inhale into up dog. Exhale it back to down dog. And then cross your ankles and jump through to a seated position. And lie down on your back with your feet flat on the mat. We're gonna start with some bridging. So we're gonna do some bridges, some single leg bridges, and then a little more ab work, and we are all done. So lay it down, down. So feet are flat on the mat, and we're just gonna come into our regular bridges to warm up the back and the glutes. Not that they're not already warm, but starting with some new muscles. So back is coming up, slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, tightening those glutes at the top, and lowering the booty all the way back down. If you have your weights, or even if you don't, and you want to do some arm work here, as the booty comes up, flip the palms and bring the arms in. Lower everything back down to the mat. Inhale, bring it up, squeeze. Exhale it back down to the mat. Inhale, bring it up and squeeze for 10, 9, 8, you've got 7, good job guys, 6, 5, 4, booty's burning, 3, 2, on 1, we're gonna lower it all back down, lift the right leg up straight, point that toe, dig the left heel into the mat, and push up for single leg bridging. Bring the arms back down to the sides, and let's lift for 10, 9, 8, you've got 7, point that toe, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
On one, pulse it at the top for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the leg down, keep the hips lifted, flex and bring it back up. Point the leg down, flex and bring it back up. Those hips are still lifted high up off the mat. For 3, flex and bring it up. 2, quad should be burning, flex and bring it up. Last one, point it down, flex and bring it back up. Bend that knee, lower everything back down to the mat. Lift that left leg up, straight. You're at a 90-degree angle, and you're gonna lift those hips up into the air. Dig that right heel into the ground for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Let's point that foot down to the ground and flex it back up. Keep those hips lifted. 4, flex it back up. Glutes are tight, legs are tight. 3, 2, last one, point it down, flex it up, put the foot back down, lower everything down onto the mat. Good job. Okay, we're gonna do some hip circles. So lengthen your legs out long and bring your right leg up as high as you can. Point that toe. Like I said, my hamstrings are not very flexible. Bring the leg out to the side, up to the midline, and drop it back down. Just moving through that hip, working those abs. For 5, 4, 3, and 2, we're gonna switch directions. Circling that leg. Last one, bring it back to the center and switch directions. Draw a circle on the ceiling in the opposite direction. Bring it back. You can have a micro bend in that leg like me, or your leg can be straight. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to center and lower that leg down. Bring the left leg up. Lower it out to the side, down and around, and up, back through center. Out to the side, down and around, up through center. Down and around, up, 2. Last one, we're gonna do the opposite direction. Bring it down, out and around, and up into the center. Down, out and around. Good job. I think my hips and hamstrings are more flexible on this side. You'll definitely notice a difference. We're all tighter on one side. For 2, last one. Okay, our last exercise for today is our double leg stretch. So just bring your legs up to tabletop position, 90-degree angle. Arms are extended out long behind you. Lift the head and the chest up off the mat. Extend those legs out to 45 degrees and curl everything in like a ball. And then extend the arms and the legs back out long. Curl it into a ball. Extend it out long, stretch. Curl it in, extend out and stretch. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, tighten it up, curl it in, 2, last one, lengthen, and lower everything down onto the mat. Great job, you guys.
Just want to get a couple stretches in before we finish up here, just because we work those glutes and hips and hamstrings a lot. So bend your right leg in, extend your left leg out long, sit up nice and straight, reach the arms up on an inhale, exhale, fold over your leg, grab that foot, and just breathe. Breathe into that hamstring, letting go of any tightness or tension in the back of the leg. Breathing into that muscle. And when we feel like we want to seize up and tighten up, you just take another deep breath in and let it go. And that's when we see that we can start to really get deeper and deeper into that stretch. The more we release and let go mentally, we release and let go physically. Come on back up. Send the arms up. Switch the legs so that your left leg is bent, right leg is straight. You're just gonna fold over that right leg. Grab onto the sole of that foot. If you can't reach that, grab underneath the calf. Take a few deep breaths and breathe into the back of that hamstring. Breathe into your mid-back. That's where I feel these stretches the most. Letting go of any tension, any stuck emotions that we're holding on to. Just letting that all go, because it's not ours, it doesn't belong to us anymore. Move through it with this flow. Inhale, bring the arms up. And we're gonna go into our pigeon stretch. So take the left leg out in front of you, bent at a 90-degree angle. The right leg is out long behind you. Sit up nice and tall over the bent leg and just fold it on forward and let it go. Really breathe into that hip. The hips are where we store our trauma and any painful emotions that we've had come up in our life. We just store that stuff in there and we forget about it. But when we release and let it go, sometimes even in this pose, you guys will notice that you might start getting emotional or getting a little bit teary. That's definitely happened to me in a yoga class before, because we're letting go of that emotion that we've stored for who knows how long it's been there. It's crazy, but we're just releasing it now, letting it go. You don't have to think about it at all anymore. Good job. Now bring that right leg, swing it around, bend that leg, and then extend your left leg out long behind you and fold over your bent front leg. Relax into that pose. Breathe that hip open. And when you start to breathe those hips open, opening up that mobility, your hamstrings and your low back start to open up too, and you start to feel a lot more fluidity in your body. Good job. Just take one more nice deep breath in. Exhale it out through the mouth. Let it go. Swing that leg around. Come up to a nice seated position. Thank you guys for joining me today for our full body flow. I hope to see you guys here again soon.